Welcome to the Boostly podcast. We're in season 8, episode 16, and my guest today is Janet Murray. In this episode, we're going to talk about how you can potentially pivot your business and bring in income during uncertain times. It's not your normal podcast interview, and I recommend everybody to watch this through or listen to this throughout. And if you can, have a pen and paper with you, because we have a mini workshop where Janet walks you through how you can find out what your potential guests or customers' pain points are. Then you can try and match it up with the skills that you have, and then what you can do to potentially bring in some income to help match your guests. Let's get a pen and paper. Let's get into the show.
Thank you so much for having me. Do let me know you can hear me okay and it's all going out okay. So my name's Janet, and these days when people ask me what I do, I generally say I help people to build online audiences. So that means more followers, it means more fans, more subscribers.
What would be the one piece of advice that you wish that you had received before you made that pivot, that initial pivot, that sort of jump from going from one to the other, from one sort of career to the other role?
I don't think I did anything wrong, as it were. I don't look back and think, oh, I did that wrong. But there was a piece of advice that was given to me actually when I left teaching and went into journalism, because I was freelance. So without even realising what I was doing, I was kind of building this audience and this following. So
they've already done that initial pivot. So I watched a video of yours recently. You did a bit of free training for everybody on helping people discover sort of their hidden talents to potentially bring in revenue and income, especially during times like these. Could you just walk us through that process that you talked about on that video? Yeah, just sort of mention about the worksheet and just how people can go and grab that. I can see so many people, even if they aren't commenting, I know that people are thinking right now.
But if you think it's going to make your guests go, what? So it's just about, most of us, when we're getting our first clients or customers for a new product or service, we can literally just make a list of all the people that we know.
You have strangers come and stay in your house. They literally come and live with you, and you have got the most social business. And for those of you who are saying, well, I don't really know how to post on Facebook, I don't really know how to communicate, because if you do that, then your Facebook business page will just keep being seen over and over again, and you don't have to spend any money when you do this if you do it right.
But it's still engaging. It's still showing that beautiful scenery and showing the changing seasons. You want people to be like, I cannot wait to come and have my holiday with you. If you just go into your cottage every day, you're going to your B&B every day, and you think, I'm going to focus on this room. And it's pivoted as well. So I started off teaching people about how to get press coverage and PR. Then it went sort of general marketing, content, and audience building.
So I'm thinking then it could be just a couple of people. So if you could have like a group of people in one, is there anybody that stands out?
They probably would be fictional people. From both series, that would be quite good.
Okay, so moving on to movies and TV series. So obviously you're a very busy person doing all of the things. You've got to have something on your watch list. So what is the one thing that's been there on the thing that I've got to watch, whether it's a movie or a TV series? What's been there on the Netflix or Sky or wherever? What's that one thing that you've been wanting to watch? Because obviously now is the best time to do so. I find that personally during lockdown, how much water I drink is shocking. I don't know why, but like the things that you take in your routine and whatnot, it just goes out the window because you're just literally inside all the time. So that is a good one. I do agree with you on the AirPods. So you're a podcaster. You got a podcast, but you tune into other podcasts. Have you got any particular ones that you can recommend? It can be one, it can be two, it can be three. Like, is there any other ones that you really like, or YouTube channel if there's no podcast that stand out?